don't want anyone to ever go to jail. That is not my intention. Are you going to be arresting him for assault?
No arrest will be made today.
Why would that be?
You're refusing to wear a mask?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Ma'am, what's your job duty? We're stepping up,
man.
Where we at? Did she lock us in here? Man, this lady just locked us inside of a vault. Golly.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Frauditor Roundup with Sheriff Wyatt A. Moron. Want to welcome you back. Help my channel continue to shrink by watching my videos, sharing my videos, commenting on my videos. Take that there like button, like it, dislike it. Next time you're out to dinner with it, tie shoelaces under the table. Today's Frauditor is a newbie Frauditor. He's only got a few videos out, but he shot up quickly. Did his penchant for assholery. His name is William Taylor. Date of birth is November 15th, 1997. Channel name is Rat's Ruckus Revolution. Now don't worry, I'm not doxing him. He doxed himself on another video. So, that's already out there. But anyway, this guy fancies himself a First Amendment auditor, but doesn't know nothing about the First Amendment, as they all do. So let's watch this guy show up on a bus, acting a fool. And by the way, the RTA here is run by the Transit Authority. So yeah, technically they do receive government funding. But you know, you got to pay to get on it, so don't act like this is just public where you can just come in and walk in. But anyway, let's watch him get on the bus, act a fool, and have to walk home. Let's round us up a Frauditor.
How's it going, Right Truckers Revolution family? We're back out here. We're in the RTA now. We went to the South Hub station to try to put money onto our account, but our station is actually closed down. So this nice driver up here, shout out to Greg, I think he said his name was, said I could ride the bus for free. But I contacted customer service for RTA, and they went ahead and uploaded $4 on my account for the inconvenience. So even if this don't work out, I do have the $4 on my account. So.
Whoa, you hear that, ladies? Not only does this man take the bus, but he's got an extra $4 in his account. Don't trample yourselves to get into this stud, ladies. This guy likes to use text, but it's always hard to read it. Small, transparent. He brings it in and out real quick. You know, make it real hard for the viewer to see what he's writing down. Here he's complaining that the sign don't say you can't record on the bus. You know, there's also not a sign that says you can't throw frogs at people. But most of us got common sense enough not to do stupid things. So come on, idiot. Help the viewer out. I like to put my text in big yellow letters. Something easy to read.
Yeah. This is what I do, is I record all the publicly accessible areas.
Yeah. This is a fucked up world. Film me.
Don't approach me like that, man.
Don't film me. I don't want to be filmed, bro.
You have no right. You have no right. There's no expectation of privacy in public.
Motherfucker, turn around.
I don't have to turn around.
You know
Don't approach me swinging.
There ain't nobody thinking about you. You knucklehead. Here we are.
You're a weirdo, bro. Well, what's your whole, bro?
So let me just explain something. There's no expectation of privacy in public.
Boy, this Frauditor sprang for the deluxe edition of the Frauditor Handbook. He's got all them incorrect tropes. You're going to hear them all today. Right now he's saying there's no expectation of privacy in public. Well, there's a thing called decency.
Some of your brothers and sisters that say they don't want it, man. Why don't you be respectful of them, man,
There's no expectation.
I understand where you're coming from.
So what if I submit one of my rights, if I give up just one of my rights, then I should give up all of them.
So what the frauditor's using here now is this slippery slope argument, which is another way to say I ain't got no other points to make. It basically means if you give up one right, where does it end? At some point, you're going to have to give up all your rights. That ain't the case. You hear people argue it when we're talking about gun control. You give up the AR-15, what's next? The shotgun? And they take it all the way to, pretty soon we're not even going to be able to own a water gun. No, we're only talking about one thing at a time here.
Kick him off the bus, man. Kick him off the bus. And you gonna ask me what every time somebody say they want to film, you put the camera on.
It's my job to. It's my job
So
to.
it's your job from RTX, you're supposed to film people?
Yes.
No, you work for RTX. Hey,
I'm a-
no, because by punching it, it's gonna be on camera. He's gonna come to call the police. But you filming nobody. I have rights too. The rights I don't want to film.
You don't have that expectation of privacy in public.
If I come and punch you, take your fucking phone, here's what you gonna do.
I'm a pepper spray you if you make
I
it.
wish you would, bro. I swear to God, that's what you pepper spray me. I guess, but like you think you filming right, bro. You can go to jail for that and assault.
I'm in the right. I know I'm in the right.
Sure you are. Yeah, you're going to find out soon enough, son. And by the way, why are you carrying around pepper spray? It's almost like you want a confrontation.
You get on a public bus.
I know I'm in the right.
This what you want, huh?
I know I'm in the
You
right.
want somebody to come up to you. That's what you want. So
I don't want that. I don't want that.
You set up. You said these are you. You run around because you know somebody gonna get like this, or like that woman, and then they hit you, then you gonna film mace them. That's you set up.
I'm gonna mace them. You're right.
I see you on YouTube all the time. You set up. Hey man, get him off the bus, bro. Get him off the bus, man. Bus, bro. Real talk. Because you do a setup, bro. You set people up. What you do is you record people, then when they hit you, then they go to jail because you're recording them.
Yep.
So why do you ride around doing that?
Because it's my First Amendment right.
Listen, you damn hornswoggler. You ever even read the First Amendment? It prevents the government from impeding you. These passengers ain't the government. The hell's wrong with you? I guess you can say the bus driver is, but I don't know, like I said, you got to pay to get on this thing. And just like even a public park or library, you can get trespassed from there without committing a crime. Quit listening to all these other frauditors.
Can you do me a favor, man, and just stop recording? Because it's causing a ruckus on the bus, man.
Yeah.
That's not my intent.
Disturbing me.
That's not my intention. That's not my intention. That's not my intention.
8 people that told us they want you to be on the bus, bro. 8 people. Every time somebody say they want to film you, you keep shoving the camera in their fucking face, bro. Look, everybody can say they don't want you recording. You keep recording. Keep putting the camera in their face.
Gonna trim a little bit of the fat off this video and jump ahead a beat.
People don't know how to handle themselves in public. They can't conduct themselves professionally in public.
Bye.
This guy keeps saying bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have fun in the county, buddy.
I think people are worried about being recorded, but they don't realize that there's all these cameras that are considered public access. All it is a public records request, and anybody that is a citizen of the public can watch these videos. Anybody can.
Well, let's see. Even if you do get something, they're going to be heavily redacted. Probably not going to be in the audio either. Well, secondly, yeah, there's a lot of cameras. But no one knows what you're going to do with your video. You can do whatever you want with it. You can catch somebody at a bad angle, saying the wrong thing, and make somebody look bad. Just ask this poor girl. The internet is forever. Let's skip ahead a little bit. This is the part where the driver pulls the bus over and the authorities show up.
Transit supervisor. How's it going, sir?
Okay, let me talk to him first, okay? Before I talk to you.
Oh, I'm not looking to talk to you yet.
Talk to him.
Oh, you're good. You go ahead.
Okay. I want to talk to him first separately. I don't want to talk to you first. Okay, I want to talk to him. Just wait a minute.
Just wait a minute.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Okay. What's your name?
I don't wish to
Huh?
I don't wish to disclose that at this time.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to ask you to. You can go ahead.
I've already been on this bus. I'm allowed to be on this bus.
No, you're not. You're not.
So this is a public bus that I've been accepted onto, and there's no legitimate reason for you guys kicking me off of it. I'm exercising my constitutionally protected rights, and if you remove me off this public property without my consent or permission, then you're opening up room for litigation for yourself.
Oh, yes. The obligatory threat of litigation. Has it ever worked?
This is a public transportation system, which I have the money to pay the fare for. And you're denying me access to ride because I'm only recording.
Okay, we have policies and rules on this bus.
Do you realize policies don't trump law?
Right. But you are you are impeding public transportation.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm just on the bus recording.
And you're aggravating all the customers. That's not my intention.
Yes. That's not my intention.
But that's what you're doing.
I'm just recording.
And the driver cannot drive with that going on.
Police is here, sir.
Good.
Looks like they got some sort of car parts just dangling out there. How's it going, guys? Can I get names and badge numbers? These guys, are you not identifying? I just want your name and badge number.
Charlton 581.
What is it?
Charlton 581.
I didn't get this one. He didn't identify to me.
Good. Hop back on your bus and get out of here. What do you say?
I've already been accepted onto this bus. I'm going to get on as well. I'm not impeding anything. Me conducting a First Amendment protected activity peacefully is not impeding anything. Impeding is a physical activity.
Are there Frauditor bingo cards too, or just soft sit? Because that's another one of their fake tropes. Obstruction is a physical act. I don't think so.
So if he's causing a disturbance on your guys' bus, preventing you from conducting your business.
I'm not. I was just recording. I was acting peacefully. They engaged with me. You can't just take one side of the story.
Oh, dear God, this guy. It's getting under my skin like a bed bug. It's too bad I'm out there with 60 yards of electrical tape. I'd use it all on his mouth. Maybe get some over his nose holes, too, by quote-unquote accident.
You can't just take one side of the story, my man.
Are you done?
You haven't even started talking to me. I asked you to identify yourself, and you didn't.
I'll chat with you next. Go talk to him.
Well, I'd like you to identify.
You'll identify in a second. He's just going to talk to them. I'm going to talk to you. Yeah, I mean, if you guys don't want to do the bus.
Do you guys have a supervisor available?
Not right now.
I'm requesting for a supervisor.
Okay. Well, it doesn't really work like that, man.
It's exactly how it works.
Oh, dear Lord, the crimes I would be charged with if I was in arm's length of this guy. Oh!
What's your name?
I don't have to give that. I have not broken any law.
You're right. So what is the issue then?
All I'm doing is I'm recording the publicly accessible areas. I got on the bus. He said I was allowed on the bus. The machine at the station was broke. There was no way for me to pay. I have the money to be able to pay. I actually have it on my app to be able to scan. He told me I'm good to go. I got on the bus, sat down, started recording. A little bit into the ride, they were fine with me recording until they realized I was recording, I guess. I wasn't talking to nobody. Nobody was talking to me. I was just dialoguing to my camera. I'm a First Amendment auditor. What I do is I go around to all the publicly accessible areas, making sure our First Amendment rights are respected and protected in public and not infringed upon anyone.
For the love of... Listen, if you want to become a First Amendment auditor, know what the hell the First Amendment is. Only the government can impede you.
Nobody has the right to tell me I can't record in public. You can't tell me I can't record in public. You can't tell me I can't call you whatever I want to call you. I have the right to address you. You can't do any of that. And if you infringe upon my rights, you're opening up room for litigation. They've already accepted me onto this bus as a normal rider. I've not done anything confrontational to cause any sort of confrontation with any of these people on the bus.
Well, except putting their likeness on your phone against their wishes. But yeah, keep going.
They've all engaged with me first. I have it all on recording. I have everything on recording. I can prove it all. The first lady that made engagement with me tried to slap the camera out of my hand, and that's when I pulled out my pepper spray. I have pepper spray. And I told them, they said, oh, what are you going to do with that? I'm going to defend myself. That's my only intention. I have no nefarious or ill intentions. I'm just trying to perform my audits peacefully on all publicly accessible areas. This is a public bus, a public transportation system. The other police department that showed up there 2 days ago already told these people I'm allowed on the bus. There's already been a police department that showed up and said I'm allowed.
Which police department was that?
I don't wish to disclose that. I don't have to answer your questions.
Oh, sweet Jesus. I wish I had a baseball bat. I would take it to my own head until those sounds emanating from that guy's mouth hole stopped.
That's fine. So
What do you guys are going to tell me I'm not allowed to get back on this bus, though, and that's where you guys are going to go wrong.
I'm not saying we're going to tell you anything.
Well, I hope you don't.
The problem is that the driver of the bus stated that you're making it difficult for him to actually drive the vehicle.
I have it all on recording. The driver of the bus, he stopped the bus. He asked me, hey, are you recording? I said, yes, I am, very peacefully. Recording in and of itself can't be obstruction. It's not illegal. There's nothing wrong with recording. I'm conducting a constitutionally protected activity. If he's going to say that I'm not allowed to record and he can't do his job simply because I'm recording, then he needs to be fired.
Well, that's the reason why we're talking.
Okay, well, then there we go. I just made it clear to you guys exactly, and you better elaborate to your officers.
You do not run this show, a-hole.
Yeah, I made it all the way here, peacefully recording, until the other people on the bus, they started threatening me. They were like, what are you going to do if we beat you up and take your camera? And the driver had to tell them to stop. He was like, stop. He's like, I'm already calling them. Because the other people on the bus are threatening me and stuff. I'm getting kicked off the bus. That's not how it works. Kick them motherfuckers off the bus and let me keep going. Do you agree with me?
I'm not going to say I agree with you.
So if somebody else is threatening me on the bus, you think I should be kicked off the bus?
You shouldn't be threatened. I agree with that.
Because I'm peacefully recording.
The problem, though, is I understand you're recording, okay? And I don't have.
So they shouldn't be kicked off the bus when they threaten me?
Let me talk, man. I don't have a problem with you recording. None of us have a problem with you recording. You're allowed to do that legally. You're allowed to record.
You're damn right. This is a public transportation system. There's no expectation of privacy in public. What I'm doing is protected underneath the First Amendment.
You are correct.
Thank you.
The issue is that obviously not everybody
understands that. Yeah, I understand that. And I try to make it more than clear to these people. When he asked if I was recording, I said yes, very, very politely. He said, why? He asked me if I would stop. I said no. They don't have that right to tell me to stop recording. You see, there's other cameras inside this bus. They're constantly recording.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the problem?
So, I think I don't speak for certain here. I don't know what everyone's issue is with being recorded. But I think just by and large, it makes people a little uneasy when someone they don't know is recording them specifically. You know what I mean? Like,
I see it 30 years ago, people used to see the camera and they'd smile and wave and say hi. Now people will see the camera and they're like, oh.
Okay, so this guy's been studying Amagansett Press and not really law books. And I remember 30 years ago, and maybe we would smile for the cameras, because the cameras back then would only take single shots, stills, and they would not wind up on the internet to try to make someone look stupid.
You guys wear a camera all day long. Is your camera recording right now?
It is, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So here's the difference then, right? Like, obviously, we're police officers. You know, like, when we show up...
But impeding or obstruction or anything?
Okay, look. I know that's not a clean spot to cut in. But I just can't. I can't anymore with this idiot. And this officer, I don't know if he deserves the Nobel Peace Prize for putting up with this guy as long as he had, or deserves to get fired for not immediately gagging this guy and throwing him in the back of the squad car.
Anything that they're talking about is a physical act. That's a physical act. Me recording?
It doesn't always have to be.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, actually. Yes, it does, actually.
That's just more regurgitated Frauditor nonsense.
You don't have to physically hinder him from driving.
Given the response that he's preventing you from driving, causing a disturbance in the bus, preventing you from doing your route. Is that accurate?
That's not accurate. I didn't prevent you because the only thing that I did was record. And when you asked me if I was recording, I said yes. And then you asked me to stop. I'm not interfering. Interfering is a physical act, as I was just explaining to him. Me exercising my First Amendment right of freedom of speech does not constitute as interfering or obstruction or impeding or anything. If he can't drive his bus because I'm recording, he needs fired, not me kicked off the bus.
You're going to be trespassed from the RTA, so you're not going to be able to ride an RTA.
That's unlawful trespass. I've not broken any law.
This man's not able to conduct his route
Because he doesn't know how to drive the bus with somebody recording. There's other cameras on the bus.
I'm not going to argue with you.
It's not an argument.
You're going to receive a formal trespass. You're not going to be back on the bus, and you can be on your Cool.
Are you guys going to drop me off where they drop me off from?
No, I'm not a taxi service. I work for the sheriff's office. It says sheriff on my cruiser, not taxi.
You stupid. All right, I'd like to file charges against the people in here that threatened me. I got it all on camera. They threatened me. I'd like to file charges.
Okay, where'd they threaten you at?
What do you mean? In the bus. They threatened me in the bus. They said, what am I going to do if they get up and beat the shit out of me, essentially, or hit me, or take my camera and beat the shit out of me? I pulled out my pepper spray and said, I'm gonna defend myself.
Mm-hmm. Okay, where did that occur?
In the bus.
Right, what city? What jurisdiction?
It should have been Miami Valley Township.
Miami Valley Township? Well, you need to call them.
Then why did they get to call you? You guys show up and respond here to take a complaint or kick me off the bus?
Where the bus is right now, sir. You're in the city of Centerville right now. That's where the bus is right now.
You stupid. So you guys think that you guys can just criminally trespass somebody from a public bus system without committing any crime?
Yes, we can, sir.
Oh, yes,
right.
you can.
It's not a right, it's a privilege. You have a privilege to ride the bus.
So when I don't do anything wrong.
Yeah, that's between you and RTA.
I'm glad I got all this on recording. Oh man, who's the supervising officer? Can I speak to the guy at the top? Who's the guy?
We're carrying out what they want to do. RTA wants you trespassed.
Yeah, but you guys took an oath to the Constitution. You're not policy enforcement. You're law enforcement. Are you here to? What do you guys enforce? Policies?
We're here to give you a formal warning that you're not.
Are you guys enforcing a policy? Because that's what it sounds like.
They're asking you to leave the bus, and you're not going to get back on the bus. That's
But
what we're telling you.
But why are they asking me to leave the bus? I've done nothing wrong. I broke no law. You're saying I may have broken a policy.
That's between you and them.
No, you've already said. You've already said.
It's a privilege, not a right.
No, it's
riding the bus is a privilege, not a right.
Actually, it says right on the inside of the bus that there's rights to the riders. There are rights
Right. And you can bring that up with RTA.
Okay, all right, and I will. And this gentleman right here that can't drive the bus because I'm recording. I'm sorry you decided to let me on the bus, my man, because this is what I do for a living. And I hope they fire you because you're not able to drive because of my camera. I don't know how you're able to drive with those other cameras that are recording you. I have no clue. Makes me very, very concerned how you guys are able to drive with those other cameras recording you. There's a camera right there, a camera right on him, 2 cameras right there. Yet he's worried about my camera. What the fuck are you guys talking about? Are you guys serious right now?
We're telling you.
You guys are gonna let them do this to me? Because I'm gonna file complaints on all you guys for allowing this to happen.
That's fine.
Can I get name and badge number?
Deputy Camp House number 649.
Can I get name badge number?
Davis 34.
What department? You work for?
City of Centerville.
So you guys are just gonna let them kidnap me?
No.
Yeah, because that's what they did. They took me, picked me up, drove me somewhere else, and dropped me off without my consent. I don't consent to be dropped off right here.
Your conduct caused that, not ours.
So peacefully recording. We could watch my whole video. Are you willing to watch it?
That's the best way I can describe it to you. They're allowed to revoke that if they want.
Yeah, but it's everybody's word. It's everybody's word against everybody's word. But I have video. Okay? So you don't have to accept somebody's word. You have to accept what I have evidence of.
I don't have to do any of that.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see you in court. We'll see you in court. You guys don't have a supervisor you can get out here? Because I've already requested for the supervisor. No?
We're standing. Not sure where the line goes.
You don't know your jurisdiction.
Oh, I'd have to look at it. It's right here in and out. So we're right on.
So you guys want to ask me about jurisdiction, but you guys don't know what jurisdiction we're in.
I can tell you one thing. We're in Montgomery
That's fucking
County,
strange,
Ohio.
ain't it? That's fucking strange.
It's right here. I have all of Montgomery County.
You see that right there? That means your qualified immunity is nothing but bullshit.
I'm sure he's shaking in his boots, idiot.
All right, Mr. Taylor, I'm going to give you this piece of paper.
How'd you get my name?
You know who you are.
Oh, you know who I am?
Yeah, I don't even need to ask.
Well, I'm just going to go and end it right there. It's just about over anyway. But just can't take another second of this idiot. Anyway, would have loved to see some handcuffs come out. But just seeing that this guy, who depends on the bus apparently, trespassed from it for 2 years, that does warm my heart a little bit.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Well, like a dove of that sundial, it's time to say goodnight. With little beans on the fire, little Corona and lime on ice. And as always, cuddle up with a clean shirt and a dirty woman. Anyway, good night. I bid you adieu.